Hi guys! Oh my god, it's been forever! Oh my god. Okay, so I am now in Japan! Oh my god. Okay, so it's been like a month and actually more like 2 months since I've updated my video. Okay, so last video I talked about packing and omiyage. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound so gay, but okay, I'm in Anashi in Gifuken, and I know I'm only like an hour and a half away from Nagoya, and I haven't even gone there that much. I've only been there once to go shopping, like once by myself. But I haven't gone out to the gay club. I don't even know if there's one. But anyways, so there's like hardly any gay people here, and like my job, I don't want to be like, I don't want to tell people that, but I'm sure they know. Okay, so anyways, I'm sorry if I'm a little gayed up because this is like my only gay outlet. Okay, so oh my god, I'm so excited. So last time I was in America and I talked about packing an omiyage, and the omiyage that I planned worked out perfectly. Like, perfectly. So it was amazing. And so when I got here, we were at Narita International Airport, right? And so I was like coming out with the jet, and I swear to God, there was like a billion like the jets there, they they like were like, oh my God, Team Jet, and like it was so helpful. So anyways, so we got to the hotel and it was fabulous, right? And I was on this cool tower on the blah 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 floor. And when I was in Tokyo for like 2 days, and I really didn't do that much. I just basically went to work orientation, which is basically all day, right? And so, but I mean, I go out with my friends a little bit, but nothing too much. And so then I, meet my Gifu Prefecture friends, and they were like, cool. There's a girl from Calgary. Her name's Ola, and she's super pretty. She was born in Poland, and who else is in Gifu? Oh my god. There's like a bunch of people. There's this guy, his name's Darren. He's from London, I think. But he's from England, and he's really cool. And so, who else did I meet? Oh, um I met like a lot of people, like William, and he's really cool. He's half Japanese, and he's Japanese. He's half Japanese, and he speaks Japanese, and he's really cool. And so on the last day in Tokyo, well, I got together with like some of my friends, and it was pretty cool. And next day, whatever, me and my Gifu, people who they were like sending. So we had a little training in Gifu, and it was really cool actually. And then, oh my god, so I was like in Gifu City, not in Enashi, but Gifushi. I was there, and I was just like, oh, we had work training for first day, and then second day we had another work training, and then at noon everyone stands up like dressed up in a suit and stand in a line, and people from your city come, and so they call out your name, and your boss comes and picks you up, and I had this entourage of like um this my basically supervisor, the lady who's like translate, but basically just helps us and everything, and then a guy who's Brazilian. Oh, well, he's Brazilian by birth, but he's Japanese by heritage, and a guy from Missouri, and it was like really 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 cool, right? And I was like, I do not know anything. Like it is so hot in Japan. Even it's like hot as balls. Hot as balls, yo. Let me tell you. It is so hot and it's so humid. Like, it is disgusting, okay? So, anyways, so I like get in the car, and they're like, and it's like, I go from really hot outside to really cold inside the car. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get sick. And I'm like in this like suit, and I want to look professional and everything. So we got in my apartment, and my luggage was there waiting for me, which is very cool. I was like, I hope they don't open it because you gonna see my sex toys. And no, I was not the only one who brought the sex toys because I talked to some other DC jets, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I definitely brought sex toys, you know." So, anyways, so we go to my apartment, and here you can see a little bit. It's really small. I have teacher housing, which is like an apartment. It's really cute. You walk in, you can see that door right over there. That's my door, and then there it's like the kitchen. There's the bathroom, and this room is basically my like bedroom, living room, all in one. And so it's really cool. And my predecessor, he he told like I think he was taking everything. I thought that's what I thought, but he actually left me this this chair and this table, which is really, really, really nice of him. Um, his name is Christopher Allen Davis. I thought he was like a, I imagined him to be like a tall, sort of like a bear-ish white guy. Turns out he was a bear black guy, so I was really close, right? So he was a black bear instead of a polar bear, right? Okay, so anyways, and he just, I guess he was really cool, but I mean, I guess he didn't talk to me that much because he was busy about finding another work. I think he's still here in Japan. I have his apartment, I have his car, and I have his school. Except, um, you couldn't possibly pick another person who is different from him. Like I am as like opposite as he is. He's like very quiet, very mature, reads newspaper, reads kanji. I'm like this fizz ass bitch, you know, don't speak no Japanese, and it's just trying to be as fabulous as I can be, you know? So I'm just like, oh, and he had like this giant like drawer and like this giant like dresser, right? And it was like it was cool. I mean, it went with the wood theme here and stuff. And he has some other shelves which were really cute, but I just didn't like it was chunky and his plates were like purple with flowers and I hate flower. And like as really as gay as I am, I hate floral shit and purple and hearts and stars. Like it's really not me, okay? Like not me at all. And so I like got rid of a bunch of shit there and like just dragged it outside and my supervisor was like, oh, just take it to the like recycle, and I was like, take all this shit, just hideous ass flowers, like just, and there's that thing right there. I want to take that off, and I guess one of my, but it's like like screwed in, and I was like, fuck this shit, and I was like, I'm not gonna, but anyways, right, so come in, I was like, gotta like, let's go shopping, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god, so he left me like a pan and a pot, which was cool, and left me some like um like maybe like a spatula, which I use actually all the time. But there's this thing called the dollar store here, right? Oh my god, 100 yen shop is like amazing. 100 meaning 100, and en is yen. And so I go there, and it was amazing. I got new plates, and it was green and yellow, and I have some blue ones and some red ones, and they're really, really, really pretty. And they're just, and I have white ones that are like really rectangular, like really geometrical, really modern, and I love them, right? Like all of them are like one color, so they go with everything else, and they're just colorful and it's beautiful. And from the dollar store, what else did I get? I just get a bunch of, I got knives there, and they work really well. Um, so it's been fabulous. I mean, and oh, so I talked to the so in this my building, my apartment, there are two other ALTs. One of them, her name's Jessica. She studied fashion design, which is really cool because we're like we miss like creative outlets, so we talk to each other about art and gay culture and drag and fabulous, you know. And then there's another girl, her name's Tita, and she's half Thai, half Cambodian, and this bitch, let me tell you, I love both of them, and I mean, I'll tell her this that I made this video, and she can check it out herself. But she emailed me right, like a month, 2 months ahead. Was like, oh my god, I heard you're coming to Anashi, and I was like, oh my god, that's really cool, right? So she messages me and was like, oh my god, welcome. She was like, oh, by the way, can you give me some Thai tea? I was like, bitch, hold up. You don't even know me, and you're gonna make me get you some tea leaves, some Thai tea. Girl, ugh, I was like, no. But I did, I'm like a nice guy, so I was like, okay, I'll bring it to her. And she really appreciated it, and she's really, really nice, actually. Um, so it was really cool. And anyway, so I was like, I was talking to Jessica, and I thought, um, what am I gonna do with like my wall is so empty? I mean, and I was like, I just need more decor or something. And I was like, and Jessica said it was really cool because in Japan they don't have central heating. Like I have an air conditioner, and I guess I could use it as a heater too. I guess maybe. But anyways, I was like, oh, okay. So how she insulates her room is she puts clothes up on her wall, and so I've actually been hanging up my clothes up, like what I'm gonna wear the next day, what I've already worn once, and then I can wear again because I didn't sweat that much, or I actually didn't sweat at all, or whatever. So I hang them up on the wall, and I put hooks on there, and it's really cute, right? So my wall, when you come in, you can see like outfits on the wall on the other side over there, and it looks like they're like fabulous. So that's one way. And I've been sleeping on a futon that my supervisor lent me, and she lent me her like comforters and stuff. Is really sweet of her. So I sleep on two futons. It's actually really comfortable. Um, but you know, so I have this theory, right? And this video, I think I'm gonna do a part one and a part two. So um, I've just like this one. I was like, oh my god, in America, we have a washer and a dryer usually, right? Um, in Japan, they don't have washers, which I understand. Like you know, I'm from Thailand. We like you know, we don't need a dryer because it's always hot. But in Japan, like during the winter, it's gonna get cold. Um, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And I asked somebody, they were like, yeah, they would hang their clothes up in the bathroom, and I was like, ew. And they were like, it takes like a week to dry a pair of jeans, and it's not even really dry, right? And I was like, oh my god. So guess what? I went out and bought a $500 fucking dryer. It's smaller than the American kind, but it's still a dryer. And I spent $500, you know, Goman yen, and I was like, oh, I can't believe it. But it was pretty awesome, right? And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, so I have this theory where if, you know, if I don't look cute, then I don't perform well at work. And if I don't perform well at work, then I'm gonna get fired, which means I have no job, no money, and have to go back to America. And I'm not gonna learn Japanese. And it's just like a chain reaction right here, trickling down. And I thought, if I look cute for work, I'm gonna perform really well, and I'm gonna do like just a fabulous job, and everyone's gonna love me. I'm gonna stay here a really long time in Japan. And you know, how do I perform well at work? And I thought, uh, one, I have to look cute. Uh, and that includes, well, my hair, like, you know, whatever. I just worry about that later. I just haven't found a place to cut a hair yet. But anyways, my clothes is really important. I'm like, I love fashion, I love clothes. Oh my god. So, um, so I was like, oh my god, like this is so important. So I went out and bought a dryer. If I have a dryer, my clothes, like I don't have like air dry my line dry my clothes outside. There's no cockroach probably crawling up in my underwear, you know? So for me, fashion's important. When you dry clothes, it comes like as soon as it's done, you take it out, you hang it up, and it's like you don't even have to press it, right? It saves you time from pressing, and it saves you time from like freaking line drying, and you're gonna have warm clothes in the winter, and warm sheets, and clean sheets, and won't smell musky and moldy, right? So I thought, I was like, if I buy a dryer, I dry my clothes looks pretty, I'm happy that my clothes pretty, and when I put on cute clothes, I perform better, and if I perform better, uh, hello, I can keep this job for at least for the next 3, 4, 5 years, right? If I do decide to stay. So I thought it was very important for me to get a dryer. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on a part two. Okay, there's a part two, okay, of episode 3, Memoirs of a Gayjin. Okay, stay tuned 1 second.